And I want to tell you about a recent arbitration that I was involved in. I recently had a case where my client was not even given his full medical bills. That was the only offer. There was no medical bills offered in this case. So I decided that I was going to arbitrate this case. And at the arbitration, it wasn't a lot of money. At the arbitration, the defense offered zero. They wanted a defense verdict. We got 46% more money at arbitration than we did during the pre-settlement litigation phase. Plus, they had to pay us over $1,100 in fees and costs. So the insurance company, not only if they would have paid us this amount at the beginning of litigation, they would have been able to not have to pay us an additional $1,100 in fees and costs, and they would not have had to spend money to answer the case, the staff, the money of getting the deposition transcript. There were so many things involved with this process. Now, this was a small case, but I treated it like it was a multi-million-dollar case. Why? Because it was important to my client, and thus it was important to myself. I did this because of the way that I have built Game SQ. My job is to give dignity to my clients and make sure that my clients are respected. They are tired of being told that their injury, their pain, their humiliation is worth less than someone else. I do this work to make sure that my clients are respected. And that is why I am in this fight. At the arbitration, we spent time working on our narrative. We created a PowerPoint for the end. We had a script ready. And one of the things that was great is the defendant in this case was honest. His insurance hired defense lawyer wanted him to say that he wasn't responsible for the accident. But he said, I hit him. I did it. I didn't see him. I backed up and I hit him. And that is why once we got the judgment, I reached out to that lawyer and I said, hey, I don't want this judgment showing up on your client's record. Will you settle this so that way it doesn't negatively impact your client? Because the client would have preferred not having to take time off from their job to come in and say that, yeah, it was my fault, when we could have just settled this. So that's what we did. I decided and I built this practice that I'm going to fight every case. If it has value to you, it has value to me. And if I agree with the value, if I agree with the circumstances, then I will take it all the way through. My name is Garrick McFadden. I work at Game SQ PLC, and at my law firm, it is your injuries, our fight, your win.